This is interesting. This is a trend that has been going around China. Started around October, still going strong. And it's not something that you would know if you were like outside of the Great Firewall, because this is within the Chinese internet, right? And it's just absolutely hilarious. And hopefully I can do a good job of articulating this into English. But it's called 脆皮大学生, which means crispy-skinned college students. Okay?
Yes.
Now, that will make absolutely no sense until you understand what this means. So, what happened was this report was put out by the Chinese media about the degradation of health amongst students in China. It's like basically like our kids are becoming weak, right?
Well, it's actually true, though.
Yeah, in many ways.
Very
for
true.
Sure,
Especially
because
with
of the
cell
internet
phone addiction and stuff, people
Yeah.
sit around. Look, and let's be honest, it's not like their health was ever really good. You know, when I first got to China, I did a couple of jobs at some universities around China, and the university students are pretty they're focusing on their studies.
Yeah.
And when they're not focused on their studies, they're like eating instant noodles in the dorm.
Yeah, it's time constraints and stuff, and the study habits in China is high pressure.
Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to physical health, college students in China have never really been very good at that.
Yeah, and this is not...
this is not your best skill.
This is also...
show us your best skill.
Little man. Nobody's questioning this or saying it's not true, but the college students themselves started to embrace this study and also make fun of it, which is funny. It says dynamic changes in the physical health of students, and it says the bottom one says college students over 30% of failure rate for their like health standard, basically, right? So they started to make these jokes and memes surrounding this, still going strong. It's very funny.
Okay, let's take a look at some of them.
So it's supposed to be pure irony, right? So if you look at this one, it says, wanted to use the toilet, but I squatted down and I can't stand up now. Just pause that for a second. So what that means is the joke surrounding this is that these minor tasks, these failures of health, right, are being clowned on, basically saying like these the most basic things cause me so much stress and strife that I have to like, woe is me, and I go to the hospital, basically, because I'm so useless.
Yeah,
because
I'm so weak.
Yeah, because the Chinese government called us weak.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
This one says, I twisted my neck when I got up in the morning, and it has a picture of her.
In the hospital. Yeah.
Oh, you can read it.
It says, I went to the bathroom and just took off my pants. I didn't even squat down yet. My leg has been broken for a month. I'm still lying in bed.
It's just like a giant piss steak.
It is.
Some of these are really funny. The next one says, so it shows somebody in a hospital getting an IV.
Yeah.
And it says, I got too excited eating sliced noodles and my heart rhythm got too fast. What is Dao Xiaomian? What would you call Dao Xiaomian?
What, Da Xiaomian? It's noodles. Like,
like
shaved noodles.
Yeah, I guess you'd say shaved knife. It's in China. There's this noodle dish where they use this knife like this, and the piece of noodle flies off and lands in the pot.
Yeah. I guess shaved noodles.
Shaved noodles. Yeah.
And he's like saying you got atrial fibrillation or whatever. From that.
From because it's too excited.
Yes, exactly.
The next one says, I wanted to cut the tag off of my clothes. I didn't find the perforated edge, so I ripped it carelessly. So you know when you're like trying to rip the tag, it's got that perforation. So I cut my finger and then went to the hospital.
Yeah. Broken bones while going to the toilet. Yeah.
These are like doctor's reports.
Right. Squat down, tie shoelaces. Get up suddenly. Oh no.
Seeing stars. This video is so I love the piss take that these students had. This one says, chatting with people makes you laugh your lungs out. So he's like just talking to people, but he laughed too hard, so he ended up
incapacitated.
And the next one, it says hospitalization confirmed, emergency surgery.
Yeah, from laughing too much. Yeah. Passed out from not getting pork.
Hold on, pause that. I thought that was you're ripping through this too fast. Oh, okay. I thought this was funny because this could be a little cultural lesson. Yeah. Pig's feet both in Korea and in China are so popular, especially right now. It's like a huge food item right now. Yeah, very, very hot food item always, but very trending right now. I think probably due to some K-drama that kept talking about them. Anyway, it might be.
It's probably like every time Xi Jinping gets up for a speech, they like see his hands and they're like, I could do some pork hands right now. You know what I mean?
No
I feel like it's a reminder.
No comment. So the funny thing about this is that I thought it was interesting because a lot of people might think of the pig's feet as like the undesirable lunch item at school, but she's upset because she's not getting them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
passed out from not getting
from
pork
not
trotters.
getting them.
Okay.
Dislocated my waist while turning around. Dislocated jaw from yawning. Got a vaccine for 4,000 RMB after fighting a dog for food, which is obviously a rabies vaccine.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that one was really funny. Broke my tailbone sitting on a stool. So people are taking, like, if they go to the hospital for something, or they happen to be in the hospital for a vaccine or doing whatever they are, they're taking and making up stories around it about how weak they are.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a really good, a bit of humor.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll go back.
But I wanted to cap that off with the poll.
Oh, yeah. What is the poll?
So every episode will have like a hot trending thing that's happening in the Chinese internet. We thought it would be kind of fun.
Yeah, so this week it was about the crispy-skinned...
Crispy-skinned college kids.
College students, yeah.
The winner with 81% and almost 2,000 votes is Beyond the Great Firewall.
Okay.
So we will put
Beyond
that
the Great
in,
Firewall it is then.
Yeah, we'll put that in the...
show.
The show, we'll put it in our what's it called? What's that board? The Stream
board.
Deck.
Yeah, we'll put it in the Stream Deck. It's part of the... It'll be a permanent segment from now on.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll always find something interesting and fun that's happening in the Chinese internet.
Yes. Killing a goat, blood everywhere.
Yeah.
They'll kind of string it up.
It sounds like a demonic ritual or something.
But it's not! You've been there. Amazing. Acrobatics.
It takes a lot of skill to be this absurd.
You're walking through there and it's creaking and the moonlight's coming through. There's like a man in a cage and they're going, ah! We're like, I'm out of here.
Immediately, like, these pigeons just went ape and flew into everyone's faces and there was shit flying everywhere. You got a mobile incinerator.
You got a mobile incinerator.
That's not the convenience you want coming to your door, by the way. Like, mobile execution van, ding dong.
Not only...
Anyone call for an execution?
You get executed and then they shove you in the incinerator.
Exactly.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind works